Alright, so I'm just brining my um, salmon right now, some sockeye. Um, I have 1 cup of iodized salt and 4 cups of brown sugar. So I got it all mixed up in the bowl. I'm just going to pile it on top of the salmon inside this plastic container. Don't use metal. You can use glass or whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna pile it on over top, and then I'm gonna let this brine in the fridge for anywhere from 12 to 14 hours or longer. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's at least 12 hours or so, I find. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna cover that all up, get it all over that, and what this will do is it'll suck all the moisture out of the salmon and basically cure it. So after about 12 hours, you can pull this out, and then we'll go to the next step, which is basically drying it and then smoking it. So after about 12 hours, this will be done, and all of this will suck the moisture out, and all the dry brine will turn into liquid, and then we'll go from there. Pretty easy stuff. Get it in ya. Okay, so I've pulled the salmon out of the container that it was in last night. It sat for about 14 hours. It all liquefied around the salmon, pulling out the moisture, and it gives it this nice red glazed color. All you really do is you just squeegee it off with your fingers, all the excess liquid, and then lay it out on these racks, and you can dry it for a couple hours. Um, just let it air out, and then the outside will kind of harden up a little bit into a bit of a crust, and then all you have to do is fire it in the smoker after that. So it looks pretty good right now. So this is basically cured now with the salt and the sugar. It's sucked out all the moisture. It's food safe to leave this out. The only problem is you got to keep the dogs away from it because they will eat all of it if you don't watch them. I just have a fan blowing on it right now, um, just to help speed up the drying process a little bit, keep flies off or whatever. And that's about it. So after a couple hours, I'll fire it on in the smoker. Okay, so as you can see, I've loaded the little chief with my salmon. I've got a pan of alder, and this thing is gonna get plugged in, and you'll see smoke within about 20 minutes or so, and then about 40 minutes to burn off a pan, so it'll take 3 pans, and then basically we'll let it go for about 8 hours or so. It's pretty hot out, so 8 hours would be good. If it's cooler, you can let it go for longer. Now if it's really cool out, go for 12 hours or whatever. So that's it. Start seeing smoke in about 20 minutes. As you can see, the smoke's starting to pick up. Definitely has the neighbors looking over the fence, that's for sure. So yeah, after 3 pans, the thing's gonna go for 8 hours, including the 3 pans that you had already put on. So yeah, 8 hours total time in the smoker. After the 3 pans, after the 3rd pan is burned out, take the pan out and just let it sit in there for the remaining time with the element on, and it'll continue to kind of cook. So after this, we'll see the finished product. So it's been 8 hours. I just pulled this off out of the smoker, and that's it. That's all there is to it. If you wanted to, you could throw some black pepper on it. You could baste it with some honey if you wanted it a little bit sweeter. All that brown sugar you used earlier stayed in the brine, so it's a little sweet, but it's not overwhelming or anything like that. Um, yeah, it's pretty easy to make. Smoked salmon, just like that. Homemade.